Hey everybody, Jim from Small Town Traditions. Just a little impromptu video just to let y'all see what I got. I got something in the mail, and I figured I would go ahead and do a little bit of a live unboxing, and we'd look at it together. So I've heard a lot about Bain Blends. The big thing I heard about was his herbal infused oil. And, I've just seen a lot of guys talk about how great it was, especially if you have any kind of, skin issues or anything. So curiosity, was about to kill the cat. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger. I didn't really know which one to get because he had so many awesome profiles. So what I did, I went ahead and got his sample pack, which is pretty cool. You can go on there, and it's 6 5 ml bottles. You get to choose, the scent profile, so it's not, prepackaged or anything. You get to choose whatever you want. You can choose the oil blend, which is either the traditional herbal blend that he's well known for, or his new non-herbal blend, which was pretty cool. But I wanted to get the full effect of his product, so I got the herbal blend. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and we will take the old trusty knife and we'll give it a go and see what we got in the box. Packing peanuts. Got a really cool sticker. That's something that I need to get some more of. Sample pack, and got a nice little note here. That's it. All right, so it says, Jim, thank you so much for your order, your support, and your trust means so much to us. Thank you, Jacob. How cool is that? I love the personal touches like this. Really love it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. I went ahead and I'm going to have to probably cheat on these because I don't have the scent profiles memorized. But I went ahead and chose 6 of them. And I can already smell the oil blend. So, pretty cool stuff. Very excited about it. It's a very nice herby kind of smell. The first one is tobacco oud. We'll crack it open and oh yeah, really good stuff. Yeah, you get like the earthiness of the herbal blend in there. Really good stuff. I'm going to have to cheat on this, but we'll look up tobacco oud. Um, I'm looking. I probably should have had this done. Here we go. Tobacco oud. Okay, so this is spice, sandalwood, whiskey, and agarwood. Um, it's nice. It's nice. It's a very smooth scent. Very earthy. Um, that could be because of what's actually in there with the sandalwood or the oud. I got a feeling it's most likely is probably due to his oil blend, which once again I really wanted the full effect of that. Um, to be able to get all the benefits of what his product has to offer. The next one that I got was Americana Tonic. I think this is his take on a barbershop blend. Um, Scent profile is lavender, eucalyptus, and spearmint. Oh yeah, you really get that eucalyptus. and the lavender spirit, they just play so well together. Very, very nice blend. Very, very nice. I like that. Um, yeah, yeah. This is it's very nice. All right. Next one, I got Man Cave. So let's see. Let's see if we can pull up Man Cave without me making y'all wait so long. Um, tell you what. Smoked blueberry. Um, okay, Man Cave. Okay, so this one is vanilla, sandalwood, and sweet tobacco. Now, y'all know I'm a tobacco guy. I just love tobacco. I like all the different uh, scent profiles of the different tobaccos that there are. You know, we use a lot of tobacco in what we do. Um, don't really have any real super tobacco forward products. Um, I think about the closest one that we have is probably Highway Song. That one, it's a very strong tobacco scent. All the rest of them, even Johnny Appleseed, Georgia Smoke, even Tobacco Noir, they're tobacco, but they're more of like a I'd say maybe like a cologne type style tobacco. But let's see, let's get into Man Cave and see what we got. Oh yeah, yeah. So I get I'm getting the sandalwood first, then I'm getting the tobacco, and then the vanilla is in the background. Um, you do get that herbal blend smell from all of them, which is pleasant. It is a very very pleasant smell. So um, it's not overpowering. You can still smell the scent profile of what each one is supposed to be, but very enjoyable. Like that one. All right, so let's see. This is one that I was pretty excited to get. Probably would have looked like I was more excited if I had the scent profiles in front of me, wouldn't it? Let's go to a different one. All right, so blueberry booze. Let's do smoked blueberry. It's right here in front of our faces. Go ahead and do it. Oh, these little bottles. Little bottles are pretty cool too. Like them. Got some 5 ml bottles, but they don't have the dropper tops. They got the restrictor caps. I prefer the dropper tops over the restrictor caps. I guess I'm not skilled enough to use the restrictor caps, so I like the dropper bottles. Let's see. That's good. It's very good. I get the blueberry up front in this one. So this one is red tobacco, black currant, and vanilla. Like it a lot. Very good. This is a blueberry like I've never smelled before. I actually really like this one. Yeah, this it's different than the one that we use. It's like a really creamy kind of blueberry. Good stuff. Very very good stuff. Like it. All right. Let's see. We got another blueberry because I am a blueberry guy. So we have blueberry booze. Let's see if we can find this one. Char blueberry booze. Here we go. Okay, so this one is blueberry, blackberry, sage, velvet, tobacco, and then something black currant. Okay, black currant. Okay. So yeah, I get the blackberry and the blueberry up front. Do get that. Then you get the sage. I don't get a lot of tobacco. I don't get a lot of it. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Yeah. I just get the earthiness, the herb in that. It just very very enjoyable. I can't wait to get these in my beard. I really really can. It's going to be really good. Biggest thing is trying to figure out which big bottle that I'm going to get. All right, so this one is called the Fourth Wall, and I saw this one. He had posted this one. I don't know, maybe month and a half ago, and it took me forever to pull the trigger on this. I do like getting products from other companies. Um, I'm just very yeah, I don't see it. Here, let's just look it up. Let's go ahead and look it up. All right, so Bain Blends. Sorry, y'all. Okay. All righty. So this one, it is cedar, sandalwood, vetiver, and frankincense. Yeah, definitely get the cedar wood up forward. Then you get the sandalwood. I don't really use frankincense. I couldn't tell you what frankincense smells like. I know it's in there. But I definitely get that cedar wood right up front, which I love cedar wood. Um, yeah, overall, very very happy. With what I got from Jacob. Now the big thing is trying to figure out which one am I going to get in the big bottle. Because that's what I'm really looking forward to, and I really want to try his butter out. I've heard so many good things, about his butter. Um, so really want to see what it's all about. But okay, um, that's really all I had. I just wanted to, get on here for a few minutes and, just let y'all see what I got. I hope everyone has had a Merry Christmas. Be on the lookout for some new products from us in 2026. Some new products uh, will most likely hit probably. I'm going to say probably the first quarter of 2026. We've got some new stuff hitting some of our mainline scents. Like today, I was working on um, Redwood Spirit colognes, getting those restocked. Um, I'll be working on shampoos tomorrow or washes. Um, hey, Baker, good to see you, buddy. Just going over some stuff that I got from Bain Blends. Got one of his sample packs. So I got comes with 6 different oils. And I'll just go over, the ones that I got again. I won't go through the whole thing again. I did choose to get his herbal blend. I just heard so many cool things about it. But okay, so first one I got was smoked blueberry. Then I got his tobacco oud because we all know how much I love tobaccos. Then I got his blueberry booze, man cave, and then the fourth wall, which is really cool if you like cedar scents. And then I got Americana tonic. Really, really cool take on a barbershop scent. The big thing that I'm really excited about is what this herb blend is going to feel like, in my beard, on the skin. I just heard so many really cool things, about his products. Um, but yeah, really looking forward to it, Baker. Um, but then I was going over some of the things that we've got coming out. So I know y'all have probably seen this. Haven't really had a whole lot of reviews or anything on this one yet. This was a collab that we did with 30 Spray J. Um, Johnny from Johnny Beard, he just got one, and pretty excited to see what he thinks about it. We've got a couple other people in the community that have got it, and just really looking forward to some feedback of what people think about it. Personally, it is probably one of my more favorite scents because it's totally out of our wheelhouse. Like I was saying, I mean, we do so much with tobacco, and we just wanted to do something that didn't have tobacco. We're looking for like a cologne type scent, something really fresh, and I think we got it with this one. You know, it's really good. It's light. It's fresh. It's got grapefruit, white musk, vanilla, Sicilian citrus, and that's a new one for us as far as profiles, and then oud. So it's very enjoyable. We have it in oil, we've got it in butter, then we've got it in cologne. Because that's another thing that we're really wanting to do is step up our game. With our colognes. Um, I was going over Redwood Spirit. If you can see that because of my poor cruddy lighting. This one, it is Dark Woods, Kentucky Bourbon, Cranberry, Oud, and Bonfire. It's good. It's really good. The oil and butter sell out all the time when we're at the festivals. Um, so we wanted to go ahead and add a cologne to it because I've had so many requests on um, coming up with a cologne and oil combo instead of just having strictly oil and butter. So we're trying to step up our game on our colognes. Um, we just added Ironwood Reserve cologne. We just added Believe cologne, which is our woodsy scent. My daughter, she said that I needed to have a woodsy scent because all guys like woods. So we added it, and then we added one that has D.L. Walker's name all over it. It's Highway Song, and that is our blueberry bourbon mahogany and Manuka honey. Really cool scent. Very very smooth scent. It's kind of dark, but it's a very smooth scent. So, anyways, just working on colognes, working on some beard wash restocks. Once again, we got some pretty cool stuff coming up with Lisa's line. Um, it's going to change up just a little bit. We're going to expand, uh, but it's gonna be good. I think that it's going to be something that the ladies are going to really enjoy. Um, hey Bishop, how you doing, bro? How you doing? Um, but yeah, I think it's something that the ladies are really going to enjoy. We're going to add some new products to her line. We just did a whipped butter, which turned out really good. Really enjoyed it. I done told everyone I already wore it in my beard. Um, you're welcome, Bishop. You're welcome. You're welcome. And Baker, thank you for your card, brother. I appreciate that. Um, Yeah, I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas and y'all ready to bring in this in the new year. 2025 was pretty cool. I was sitting back and thinking about all the different scent profiles, and we didn't come up with as many as what some of the other companies did. Honestly, it's I think we probably it averaged out maybe one a month. Um, so by far not what the other companies have done. Hey, Justin, how you doing, brother? Um, but I think we did pretty good, with getting some stuff out there. We did a lot of collabs, which was so fun. It's kind of stretched us out of our comfort zone a little bit. Bishop, I went through these two right here. Oh, let me get it right. There you go. The ones we did with Jay. Um, we had the opportunity. We did, the Bishop's Gambit. We did Midnight Arsenal with Tactical Santa. We had the chance to do Navigator with Chief. Um, we did Remembrance with Justin, and let me see, what else do we do? And then we did the last one with 30 Spray J. There might be another collab coming, probably maybe the first of the year sometime. It's definitely going to be after the holidays. We want to let everything calm down, let everyone, get rested up. There's probably going to be another collab coming. Uh, Working on the label concept, and yep, I forgot about that one, Bishop. Yeah, we did Santa's Reserve, which um, yeah, the Santa's Reserve, which we did with Santa Tom. Justin, I am not going to let the cat out of the bag yet on that one. I'm so sorry. Um, it's going to be a good blend. We're keeping the major components of the blend that we have, but there's a couple oils that we want to add to it. So we're gonna take um, a couple of them out. One of them being the flaxseed. Flaxseed is going to come out. I like the flaxseed in there. Um, but one thing about flaxseed you have to be careful of is that it has a lesser shelf life than some of the other oils that we have in there. Um, so we want to make sure that our oils, they stay fresh as long as possible. Um, but we're going to add a couple of them in there. They're not super duper exotic. I'm not getting into bird blends. I like the bird blends. It's just not practical for me at this particular time. Um, Bird blends are it's just something that I would have to look at maybe later on doing. But right now, there's no plans to do bird blends. But I think everyone's going to really enjoy it. We're going for a faster absorbing um, carrier blend. Because what we want to do is we want to make sure that after you put it in your beard, you don't look at your hands and you got a you know, bunch of grease and residue. Um, Hemp seed, that would be a good one. We're not doing hemp seed, but that would definitely be a good one. I promise it's something that y'all are gonna like. Nah, Justin, that's no problem, dude. It's going to be good. I promise you, it's going to be good. We have to work down some of our existing stock. We had done some and stocked up for a lot of the shows that we had done. So we're trying to work down through some of our existing stock. Um, you know, we may have a big sale. Like a something that you can't turn down sale. Just to work through them. There's nothing wrong with the old blend that we have. It works really well. I know everyone, anyone that's got a gray beard, I think they really appreciate the blend. Um, but we just wanted something that it's still going to work good for the gray beards, but we just want something that is going to absorb just a little bit faster, into the skin and the hair. Um, as far as the bigger bottles of wash, Justin, I am working on that. Trying to figure out, what my prices and stuff are going to be. I will say that it'll be more cost effective than it's not going to be double. Let's put it this way, because we're looking at going to an 8-ounce wash. So our 4 ounces, they're 15, which is comparable, to everyone else's. If you doubled them, of what the price would be if you doubled it, it's not going to be double the price. I'm probably going to look at somewhere maybe 22 dollars range for 8 ounces. As far as the conditioner probably is still going to stay at a 4-ounce conditioner. Because I don't think I think people probably use more wash than what they use conditioner. Um, we may tweak the wash blend a little bit. pH on it is right around between 5.5 and 6.2. The last time I checked it, but I'd like to get it down just um, a little bit lower than that. I'd like to get around between the 5.5 range. to be, more in line with what, the rest of the community is doing. It's not a stripping wash by any means, but I would like to get the pH down just a little bit, but I still want it to be something that I can make. Once again, there's nothing wrong with outsourcing stuff. If I was at liberty to do it, I'd probably outsource some stuff too. It's just right now, I mean, we're still micro batch. Um, we're not even small batch yet, but we're still having fun. That's the big thing. We are still having fun. We love going to the festivals. We love this community. Um, it's just fun getting on the lives with people. But now it's going to be fun, us having the chance to do lives. Lisa's resting. She fell. Got hurt a little bit. So we're at church and she kind of tripped over something. So she's resting, trying to give her back a rest. But we've got the live stream now we can do, and our plans are to start having guests on here ourselves. So, y'all, I'll probably hitting y'all up. I know I've kind of picked Baker's brain a little bit as far as trying to see what service works better. Was it Restream and StreamYard? Just trying to see which one has the most options. But the one thing we want to do is we want to, on these festivals that we've done, we've made a lot of really cool connections, with some local vendors, and like y'all have helped us, promote us. We want to help our community, the community, the small batch community too, because I mean, there's more than just small batch beer product companies. I mean, there's uh, heck, I mean, we met a lot of them that have done jewelry. We've met them that people that have done different kind of things like crochet, painting, food. Jim likes food. But it's we've met a lot of really cool people that we want to help them. Like y'all have helped us. So the tool that Bishop, I know you really, really were a big part of pushing us to be able to do these lives. So always thankful to you, brother. We want to use it as a tool to help other people too. So. But so Restream is easy, yeah. Because I like some of the things that I don't know if y'all ever watched Dynamite's his some of the things that he does. He'll do like the heart thing, and hearts will come up. Dino will do something, and then there's like lasers and glitter. I think stuff like that. It's fun. You got to have fun. But anyways, yeah. All I want to do is just really I wanted to get on here and um, the big thing was I went over my what I got from Bain Blends. Got a little sample pack, and pretty excited. Really pretty excited to get this in the beard and see what it does. But oh yeah, all I have is a label. I don't have it with me right now, but Small Town Frost, or I'm sorry, Frosted Spice. That's another one I think y'all are gonna like. And then the wash. Okay, so Small Town Frost wash, the charcoal wash. So it now has its own oil and butter. It's not charcoal activated, but it does have that cooling, tingling effect. Really nice. So that went live yesterday on the website. Yeah, it's been bananas as far as the response that we've gotten to it. So pretty neat stuff. But the Frosted Spice was pretty cool because that one was just a custom that we had done with someone. A guy had a little bit of skin irritations and problems, underneath his beard. That he had something that he was using, but the company, I guess they went out of business and he couldn't find it. And so he had bought some of our products before and liked them, but wanted to see if we could do an all essential oil blend and kind of mimic the profile that this other company did for him. So we we tweaked around with some stuff. It's not exactly like what he had. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I totally mimicked it, but it was something that he really enjoyed. And so heck, he liked the oil so much that he got halfway through the oil and was like, "Can you make a butter?" So we went ahead and made the butter, and then it was like, "Why don't you sell this?" And I'm like, I don't know, but it just kind of made sense, with having the small town frost. Go ahead and add the frosted spice because I mean I had to give it some kind of a name, when I gave it to him. Um, so we went ahead and released it, and they work so well together. They really do. It's two totally different scent profiles, but both of them had a really cooling effect on it. Let me see, Justin. So I asked why activated charcoal in the wash. I love, but I just thought I would ask. Uh, okay, so just looking at some of the other washes out there, um, I just wanted to do something just a little bit different. Um, and the activated charcoal, it does really good as far as deep cleaning without stripping. So I wanted to go ahead and honestly I wanted to see if I could. And that one took a little bit of working with the charcoal because if you put too much in there, it winds up being Play-Doh, and you know, it was kind of rough at first, messing with it. But um, honestly, it was just something that I wanted to see if I could do. I will say, yes, I was inspired. Old Ricky and Ronnie, they do so many amazing things. Because they've got I think it's called their Black and Gold premium blend on their oil. I don't know how they do that. I'm not going to venture into trying to do that, but I did feel like I could do it with the wash. I know there's other washes out there, like shampoos and stuff you can get with activated charcoal, but I wanted to see if I could do it with the beard wash. And I'll tell you, that is one. There's some of our scent profiles as far as like oils and butters that I mean, if I don't stay on top of them. Um, will sell out, really fast. And that is one as far as washes that it's one I have to stay on top of and make sure that we always have it in stock. Um, that's what I'm actually restocking this weekend is just that one particular wash. The other ones I've got plenty in. We've got Barbershop, which is a really, really nice wash in itself. Then we have Tobacco Noir. We got some Fox Hollow Fizz, which is it's a really fun wash because the wash smells just like the oil. I don't know if anyone the smell of the oil and stuff, but the wash smells just like the oil. Hey Jacob, good to see you, brother. Uh, but then we've got let me see, we've got Artisan, which is it's a good one. It's strong, but it's a good one. We have Nightfall, which I love tobacco. I love blueberries. Nightfall is such a good scent. Um, but yeah, we may eventually add some more profiles to it. But right now, the big thing that's coming for us in 2026 is we'll be changing our carrier blends just a little bit on my product. Lisa's products will most likely get a totally different carrier blend. Um, we just want to do something to differentiate the men's line from the ladies line. She already does use a different carrier blend. I don't know if y'all have been on the website and saw the blue and pink elixir. Those are wellness oils. I'm sure you could put them in your beard if you really wanted to, but that's not really the purpose of those. Um, those are more like to relax. They are good for aches and pains. All the essential oil in that is medical grade. Um, honestly, I didn't know that there was a difference between them. I thought essential oil was essential oil, but there are different levels. And so we went ahead and we wanted to do something. Uh, if we are going to do it, we wanted to do it right. So we bought medical grade essential oils for those. But the carrier blend in that is it's very simple. It's coconut oil. they, we wanted something. If you're gonna be using this for like aches and pains, we wanted it to um, um, make sure that it rubbed in good and absorbed really fast. We didn't want you 20 minutes later having your arm propped up and leaving a big greasy spot, on the table or chair. So, we went with coconut oil on that one. It is fractionated coconut oil, so it's got a good shelf life and everything on it. There's no coconut smell. Um, but it's something that me and her had talked about from the very beginning of, when it was just our, small town traditions was just um, beard products. It was just beard oil and beard butter. You know, it was something that we had talked about adding, like the roller bottles. I know if y'all seen them. I use them. Um, there's essential oils you can use for anxiety. There's essential oils you can use for, focus and energy. And we wanted to do something like that too. We just never really got around to doing it up until recently. Let's see, Justin, is this a pain reducer cream? It is actually it's, I probably say it's more like maybe a massage oil. Um, it's not a cream. That's not a bad idea. We could do something like that, but currently it's just she has it in the big dropper bottles, but then she's got it in the roller bottles. The roller bottles probably more practical for this, um, but it's everything in there is geared towards reducing anxiety, stress, and for pain. I know I won't go into everything she's been through, but I know a couple of the oils that we chose, frankincense and ginger. Those are ones that we used on her. When she was going through some of the things that she had went through, and they really helped her. So we wanted to put something together that definitely had those in there. There's some other things in there that also aid in anxiety and also for pain. It's not medicine. I'm not going to say it's medicine. It's not. But it does have properties that will benefit you. The essential oils that we chose, they have anti-inflammatory properties. So I mean, it's really good. They The thing that got me about it, and I halfway expect someone to actually try it in their beard, because you can. I mean, you can, because they're not overpowering, so it's not like you're going to be putting Vicks Vapor Rub, in your beard or anything like that. It's a very pleasant smell, which I didn't think you could actually get from frankincense. I don't think frankincense is very pleasant, but she did a really good job with it. So I'm waiting on someone to try it in their beard, but these are more so they were wellness oils, something that we did with her and we wanted to go ahead and, add it to our lineup because it's something that we had talked about from the very beginning and finally got around to doing, so they're on the website. You can get them in the big bottles and you can get them in the roller bottles. So, um, anyone that does purchase them, you know, leave a review. I would love to have the feedback. I know everything is subjective, as far as how it works for people, different people, but I would love to see some feedback on it. If it's something that, needs to be tweaked, we live for stuff like that. Um, I looked yesterday, we actually have close to 60 reviews on the website, which is awesome. So much thank you to the community for that. Yeah, Justin, have a good one, man. Happy New Year, buddy. I don't know if that means you're leaving, but really glad that you were able to join. Might need to talk to you about something, one day when we get a chance. But yeah, just wanted to hop on here for a little bit. I've probably been on here a little bit longer than what I really planned on, but this was just really just to go over what I got from Jacob from Bain Blends, and I don't know, it just kind of evolved. But anyways, I hope everyone had a great Christmas. Once again, 2025 was amazing. Um, I don't think we could have asked for a better year. That was our this past May was our 1 year anniversary. We've got the big two coming around. Very soon. Um, Looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Once again, carrier blend will be changing, and we'll definitely have new products for Lisa's line, and you'll probably see a couple of them from me as well. My big push is going to be expanding the cologne line. It's something that it's I see a demand for it. I've just been asked so many times why we didn't. So my main goal is to try to get a cologne for first and foremost all of the scents that people get more of. Um, and then we'll work our way down to because I want all of them, everything down to barbershop and Johnny Appleseed to have their own cologne because I know people will like them. I had someone ask for a Warlock and a Fox Hollow Fizz cologne. Heck, we went ahead and did them. It smelled good. I mean, they smelled really, really good. Um, so I mean, if you got a favorite, drop a comment. Heck, while we're in the process of doing it, we just might go ahead and do your favorite. But anyhow, I just wanted this to, jump on here for just a little bit and, let y'all know what was going on. So, peace. I hope everyone has a happy new year, and I will talk with y'all later.